Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Headed to the football to start this 2026 season. On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To give to the back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Might have a chance. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball.
Caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Imaliava. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this
breaks into the open. Pass to 10. He's now up to 77 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
I think on QB sneaks, the quarterback's got to be smart about the cadence. It looked like that time the defense actually shot the gap, and they were anticipating the cadence. So if you're a quarterback, you might want to switch up the snap count.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. On the direct snap, it's Knight. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them because they do look like they're on their...
He smashes his way through again. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. Brown wants to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Here he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Iamaleava. He's going for it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Nimrod. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Ready. Blue 22. Blues.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Brown will throw it. The sure hands, it's Cobb. Turns it up, snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Jumped on top of the pile. He's up to 90 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch and he's free. The 40, the 30, 10. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third.
Here's a little room there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the run, it's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
We can never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his fourth interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
Got enough for the first. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Brown will throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Right, here we go. Down, ready. Rock. Ready, go.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply...
Trying to beat the D deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You've got to continue to be aggressive.
Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Runs through a tackle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, Audrey, they struggled running the ball in the first half. You just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so
This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Snags it and he's open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Going to the run, it's Cobb. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punt.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking to get it in. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. They got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The option, the keeper. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Kane. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill, you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in.
Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Tigers line it up with a first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach
turning it on. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As we head to the final period, what a show both of these quarterbacks have put on. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Doing it himself again. Breaks the tackle. Maybe some room here. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on first down. Makes it past the marker. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Iamaleava going over the top. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And Auburn The Bruins call time. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On the move, it's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Here we go. Switch it. Check. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off. Ready, go.
On the run, it's Knight. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
Check it. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go.
Got it looking for a first. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal coming up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. The 50, the 40, the 30, at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The Bruins will try to punch it in on first and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
You work all off season for that, the chance to take the knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.